Hey, so I'm actually glad I decided to change out of this stinking dress. It was actually killing me.
I know, mine was too.
But, dress aside, are we going to the after party?
I was really wanting to. I think it'd be fun.
I mean,
what about Max?
I really want to. I don't know. I'm kind of worried about what he wants to do.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I can... Max, come here.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go to the after party with us?
I was thinking we can just stay here.
Are you sure? It'll be
Are you
fun.
sure you want to just stay here?
Yeah.
It'll be fun though.
I mean, kind of want to go hang out with other people, but I mean, if you want to hang out with just us, then that's fine too.
I mean, I don't know if y'all need to stay here by yourselves. Especially the night of prom.
Well, I don't know. Max kind of has me wanting to stay here now.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I mean,
If y'all do, be safe. Don't do anything stupid.
we won't. We know what we're doing.
Okay. If you need anything, call me.
Nothing's gonna happen.
If you say so. But if you need anything, call me.
Okay.
Okay. Be careful. Bye.
Bye. I was thinking maybe we could just watch a movie or something, play a couple rounds on the Xbox. I mean, do you just want to lay down? Are you talking about what I think you're talking about? Just,
I think so.
I don't know. We don't have anything to protect against that.
Nothing's gonna happen. We'll be alright.
But what if something does happen?
Nothing will happen.
Nothing's gonna happen to us.
Nothing.
You promise?
I promise.
You don't even want to use a condom or anything?
We don't need condoms. Nothing's gonna happen to us.
If you say so. You promise?
I promise.
Okay. I guess we can now.
Okay.
Stop. You don't want this to happen to you. Is this really the best decision to make? Before you continue, listen to this informational video to understand the consequences of having unprotected sex as a teenager. Strager Hall from the Public Library of Sciences gave statistics that the United States ranked first among the developed nations in rates of both teenage pregnancy and sexually transmitted diseases. The appropriate type of sex education that should be taught in the U.S. public schools continues to be a big topic of debate, motivated by high teen pregnancy and birth rates in the U.S. This debate has been centered around whether abstinence only versus sex education should be taught. Some argue that sex ed covers safe sexual practices, but others say it sends a mixed message to students and promotes sexual activity. While the proportion of students ever having engaged in sex has declined among the sexually experienced, students in Texas high schools took a survey. 13.1% of females and 19.5% of males had 4 or more sexual partners, and among both males and females, 37.6% had sexual intercourse during the past 3 months, and 39.3% did not use a condom during last sexual intercourse. Teen pregnancy and parenthood contribute to the reputation of the cycle of poverty. Adolescent mothers are less likely to complete high school, which decreases the likelihood of obtaining a job and successes in parental life. The delay of parenthood until after graduation from high school increases the likelihood of obtaining a job as well as a better life.
According to the National Abortion Federation, 4 in every 5 Americans begin having intercourse before age 20. By the time they do turn 20, about 40% of women have been pregnant at least once, and many of these young women have little understanding of their bodies and have begun having sexual intercourse before even knowing about preventative measures. Because teens in other countries receive more sexual education, they have much lower rates of pregnancy and abortion. For example, in the Netherlands, where teenage sexual activity is about the same as in the US, pregnancy rates are 1/9 of the United States. Every year, 1 million American teenagers become pregnant, and 78% of these are unplanned. Teenagers with unplanned pregnancies face many difficult choices. If a teen gives birth and keeps the baby, she will be much more likely than other young women to drop out of school, receive inadequate prenatal care, and rely on public assistance to raise her child, develop health problems, or have their marriage end in divorce. Children born to teenage mothers are more likely to suffer significant disadvantages, psychological, economic, and educational. Many states have enacted or are considering enacting laws that restrict teens' access to abortion by requiring parental involvement in the abortion decision. By placing roadblocks in teens' path, restrictive laws have the effect of creating further delays among women who already have difficulty seeking medical care. When teens know that healthcare providers are forced by law to tell their parents before providing services, they are less willing to get healthcare related to sexual activity. Laws in 46 states allow mothers who are under 18 to place their children for adoption without involving their parents. But many of those same states require parental notification or consent before young women can obtain abortions. Tennessee ranks 10th highest out of the 50 states for teen birth rates, with the state average of 23.7 per 1,000 females, compared to the national average of 16.7. In 2019, the birth rates for Black teens were more than 2 times higher than the rate for white teens. In 2019, in general, there were 5,672 pregnancies and 4,929 births among Tennessee females between the ages of 15 and 19. This represents about 27 pregnancies and 24 births for 1,000 girls in this age range. During this same time, almost 1 out of every 5 children aged less than 18, or about 20%, were living in poverty. In some counties, this percentage was as high as 41%. It was also recorded that in 2019, there were over 11,500 cases of chlamydia diagnosed among Tennessee teens between the ages of 15 and 19. 7 out of the 10 counties with the highest chlamydia rates were located in the western region of the state. In Franklin County alone, there were 29 reported teen pregnancies, which totals to 18.8 per 1,000, making Franklin County the 12th ranked in the state for teenage pregnancies and first in the region.
Do you think we need anything else?
Yeah.
What about that? No? Okay. Whoa. Looks like someone's not happy. Yeah, I think so.
My name is Molly Rutledge, and I had 2 kids when I was a teen. My first one at 17 and my second one at 19.
What was one word you would use to describe your experience?
Scary, because I did not know what was coming.
Did you have any prior knowledge of the subject before you got pregnant?
Negative. Was never talked to about it at home, and I did not have a sex ed class in school.
What were your options after you found out?
Well, with my first child, I did think a little bit about an abortion, but I was living with my cousin at the time, Brandy, and her mother, my aunt. She helped me change my mind, and the only option after that would have been having them. So, I have 2 kids now.
Who was your primary supporter, and did you have anybody who did not support you whatsoever?
Primary supporter would be probably my grandparents, Willard and Eunice Mason. They stepped up and helped me raise my kids until they passed away in 2019. People that were against it, not really. I mean, they wasn't really happy with me, but they really wasn't against it or anything, or like looked down on me. But it was probably say my parents the most. My dad.
How would you describe your life before and after?
Well, before, well, it really didn't change much. I really didn't go out or anything. But I guess after I had kids, it was strictly just at home with kids, raising kids.
So how did you find out?
With my oldest child, I was taking a pregnancy test with a friend and really thought that there was no chance of me being pregnant, but turns out I was the one pregnant.
So you thought this couldn't happen to you?
Yes and no, but I knew it was also, always a possibility, but I don't know, it was just kind of...
Okay, that's it. Actually, do you keep in touch with the fathers?
Yeah. Do you keep in touch with the fathers of your children?
No. One, yes, but the other one, no. And he has never been in my child's life, ever.
Did you think the father would stay, or did you think he was going to leave?
No, I didn't think that he was going to stay, and I guess it was just kind of like a given that we wasn't going to be together.
How did you manage the pregnancy financially?
It was really hard, and I relied on my grandparents for everything because I was not working at the time.
Did you still attend high school?
I did, but I did not graduate. It was not because I was pregnant, but I was pregnant my senior year of high school.
With the second or first child?
First child.
Did you feel like you had a lot of people judging you?
Yes, very much so. I was like, felt like all eyes were on me.
How did it affect your future plans or dream goals you had?
Well, not in a bad way. It kind of hindered things, but also I don't know that I would be as grounded in everything if I hadn't have had my kids.
Yeah.
No, I'm not where I want to be financially, and I don't have the job I want, but we're getting by.
Yeah.
So, it worked out. You asked if I thought it could happen to me or about sex ed, but like, even just, I know contraceptive goes along with that, but like that was never talked about in the house, ever.
Julie. Julie was approved by the FDA in 1999. Julie is used by millions of women and it has been used for decades. It is most effective when taken before ovulation. The pill works within 12 to 24 hours, but it can be effective up to 72. Julie is not used to reverse pregnancy, but is to prevent it within the time frame. The pill is not 100% effective.
When compared to another counterpart, Plan B, Julie has a 5% higher positive ratings than other contraceptive pills. Many of the comments also include higher weighing females effectively using the drug than Plan B. When looking for options after unprotected sex, this is a great option. However, this is not birth control and should not be taken like it is. It is always best to discuss options first with an educated adult.
So you said you had no prior knowledge. Can you go into detail?
Yes, so any type of contraceptive, nobody had ever talked to me about it. I kind of knew a little bit of stuff, from people talking, friends and stuff, but as far as at home, no one ever spoke about it. Birth control was like it was the pill, it was nothing that we ever talked about at my house. So I really had no prior knowledge except for what I heard from, I guess it would be my peers.
So it happened once. Did you think it was going to happen the second time?
Negative, and not so close, because my oldest child was 6 months old when I found out I was 3 months pregnant with my youngest.
After the first child, did you do any measures to prevent a second pregnancy, or no?
No, not in the least bit, and I should have known better, but no, I didn't. No.
Did the father of your children have the idea that it couldn't happen as well as you did?
It was never really talked about with them. My second child's father, he was older than me, but I don't necessarily know that he thought that it couldn't happen. But I don't necessarily know that he was worried about it happening either.
So you said you didn't take any protective measures. Did they, as the father?
No.
Hey, what's wrong? I think you know what's wrong.
What do you mean?
Remember the prom after party?
Yeah?
Something happened, and I just didn't think that could happen to me.
Are you serious?
You thought this couldn't happen to you, but it definitely can. This video was made in efforts to make you aware of the consequences that making uneducated decisions can change your life. Unprotected sex can lead to unwanted or unsafe pregnancies and can be prevented otherwise by purchasing contraceptives, taking birth control, and discussing your options and resources with a trusted adult. Thank you for watching.